Let me tell you something that might surprise you about leadership. The most dangerous moment for a leader is not when things are falling apart. It's not when you're struggling. It's not when you're failing. The most dangerous moment for a leader is when everything is going right, when people are praising you, when your reputation is growing, when everyone around you is telling you how great you are, because success can do something failure never can. Success can quietly convince you that you have nothing to work on. And the moment a leader believes that, their decline has already started. The Romans understood this better than almost anyone in history, and they built a powerful leadership safeguard into their culture to prevent it. If you've been in the fire department long enough, you've seen this happen. A firefighter gets promoted. They have a few good fires. They make some strong decisions. People start talking about them. They're sharp. They're squared away. They're one of the good ones. And slowly, without realizing it, preparation diminishes. Drilling becomes optional. Listening becomes less important. The edge that made them good in the first place starts to dull because praise is powerful. And if a leader isn't careful, praise starts feeding something dangerous: ego. The Romans understood this risk, and they created a powerful ritual to protect their leaders from it. In ancient Rome, when a general won a major victory, he was given something called a triumph. This was the greatest honor Rome could give a military leader. The general would ride through the streets of Rome in a chariot. Crowds filled the city. People cheered. They celebrated. His soldiers marched behind him. Treasures from the battlefield were displayed. It was the ultimate moment of recognition. But the Romans knew something important about human nature. They knew that moments like this could destroy a leader if pride took over. So during this massive celebration, while the general stood in the chariot, soaking in the applause, there was a slave standing behind him. And as the crowd roared, the slave would lean forward and whisper a quiet reminder into the general's ear, over and over again. Look behind you. Remember, you are only a man. Imagine that moment. Victory everywhere. Crowds cheering. Glory surrounds you, and someone whispering in your ear, don't forget who you are. Don't believe the applause. Don't forget you're human. That whisper wasn't meant to diminish victory. It was meant to protect the leader. And more importantly, it was meant to protect the institution. That Roman lesson applies directly to leadership in the fire department today, because reputation is powerful. A good reputation can open doors. It can earn trust. It can also quietly create complacency. You start hearing things like, you've seen a lot of fire. You're one of the best officers here. You always make the right calls. And if you're not careful, those words start changing the way you think. You stop preparing the way you used to. You stop drilling with the same intensity. You stop listening as carefully to your crew as you used to. You start relying on who you were yesterday instead of who you are today. And that's when standards begin to slip. Not dramatically, quietly. A little less preparation, a little less discipline, a little less humility, until one day the Fireground reminds you that your reputation doesn't pull hose, doesn't throw ladders, or make decisions under pressure. Preparation does. Discipline does. Standards do. That's why strong leaders develop something the Romans understood well. They build their own reminder, a voice that keeps them grounded in reality, a voice that says, you're doing well, but you're not finished. Stay sharp. Stay humble. Stay ready. So here's the challenge for every firefighter and officer listening to this. Strive for excellence. Be proud of the work you do. Celebrate the wins, but never believe your own hype, because leadership isn't protected by praise. It's protected by humility and discipline. Remember this. You're replaceable. The standard is not. The mission is bigger than you. The crew matters more than your ego. And yesterday's victories don't guarantee tomorrow's performance. So keep training, keep preparing, keep holding the line on standards. Because the best leaders don't wait for someone to whisper that reminder when it's too late. They remind themselves every single day. If you want to continue building the mindset, habits, and discipline required to lead when it matters most, join us at firegroundcompany.com. Train with purpose, lead with humility, protect the standard, because leadership isn't about the moment when the crowd cheers. It's about the quiet discipline that keeps you ready when the tones drop.